Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Levinson Associates weekly training webinar series. This is our first official annuity kickoff webinar slash training, whatever you want to call it. I want to thank everyone for taking the time and spending it with us on the middle of a Thursday afternoon, the early part of the year, just a few weeks in here. And it means the world to us, and it should mean the world to you because you're sitting here with us, spending an hour, right? Meaning you want to change your year for the better. You want to start off in the right place. You want to make sure that if you're an annuity pro, a veteran in the space, that you have all the latest and greatest tech tools, product info, rates at your fingertips, right? So when you're speaking to new prospects, you can sound intelligent and have a leg up against the other competing agents out there, right? Or if you've never written an annuity before and you're a big time life agent with us and you say, I hear these annuities are blowing up in 22 and I want to make sure I'm part of this in 23, and I came here to learn. I came here to know enough to be dangerous, right? And bring up the annuity conversation to my existing book of business. Okay, it's huge. I was just looking at our NALBA. We're part of an association, a life and annuity brokerage association, and I was looking at the survey results, and it's basically all of the financial institutions, the carriers, BGAs, IMOs across the country. And part of the survey asks them about indexed UL, indexed annuities, and you can see the growth rate is up 20, 30% at all levels. And then there's another survey for agents, appointed agents in the brokerage space, and you can see where most of the interest is in the indexed annuity space, and MIGAs, of course. And it's just so crazy how you see the big change from a year ago, and the shift is clearly in the annuity space now. And anyway, long story short, yes, Levinson has all of the core top annuity carriers, direct contracts, everything that you need as far as technology, right? Lead programs. And what we wanted to do, especially for the first annuity training of the year, was bring in our annuity consultant, Chris. And the reason why I think this is so important is, you're going to be at our expo soon. It's around the corner, April 21st. You're going to hear from our annuity VPs, life VPs. You're going to hear sales strategies. And when they're up there speaking for 45 minutes, 25 minutes, whatever it is, whatever their slot is, of course, they're going to push and mention their products, right? And they're going to make it seem like their products are the best, and they might be. They might be. That could be a true story. And I'm sure they all have their niche, or else we wouldn't have them up there presenting. But what's interesting about Chris and his take is he kind of has this 100-foot overview on the entire industry, not just one or two or three carriers, okay, or a handful of products. He is a third-party independent consultant for the annuity space. So I like getting his opinion on what's hot, what's not, where you should be looking as agents, right? What products and carriers should you be focused on and get appointed with? So that's why I thought it was important, right, to have Chris join us for the kickoff annuity Levinson training today. And so anyway, what we do, if you're newer with us, every single quarter I invite Chris back, and we do either a podcast, webinar, or both. And I pretend like I'm an agent out there in the field, and I fire away questions. That's typically what we do on the podcast episode. And on the webinar, it's more of a high-level training just for agents and GAs out there in the space. So every single quarter, you're going to hear from us, and we'll mention the new webinar coming up with Levinson and Coach Chris, we call him. And today is obviously the first kickoff. So if you've heard him before, I know you're going to be impressed. If you've never heard Chris before, you're also going to be impressed. We're going to send out a thank you email to all agents after the call. We'll include brochures, contracting link, technology, all the lead program information, everything you need to get started. Like I said, if you're green and a rookie in the annuity space, no problem. I want you to call Josh or Ashley anytime, right? And they'll walk you through the process A to Z. Or if you're a veteran, okay, take some of these nuggets you're going to walk away with today and start to bring up some of these hot products and strategies literally as soon as we hang up the phone today. So this is going to be for everyone. I can promise you that. We have some great bullets, features, rates, products we're going to talk about. And again, most important, sales strategies to give you some new ideas to speak to clients about. Okay, let's jump right in. What I want to do first is introduce our annuity VP in-house. Ashley is joining us, and she's going to discuss a few slides with you, show you some neat incentives, talk about some hot rates and options available for you all. Ashley, you there?
Thanks, Bill. So in terms of indexed annuities with income riders, AIG, now known as Corebridge, has recently boosted rates and income factors, placing them among the top providers. In order to account for a very high income payout component, they now offer an annual roll-up rate of 10% and a maximum annual withdrawal percentage of 8%. So additionally, they now provide yearly participation rates on their dynamic allocation of 260%, and that's a one-year point-to-point participation rate, which is an all-time high rate. And the S&P 500 cap has been raised to 11%. So this would be a fantastic product for any clients who wish to plan for income during their retirement years as a result of these rate hikes. And on the next slide, following that, I just want to make sure that everyone is aware that we provide our agents with a free annuity search engine tool that enables you to look up current prices, upcoming rates, and seek quotations as well, quotes. On Annuity Rate Monitor, you can also view our top MIGA products. So please make sure you use this tool on our website so that you can keep up with all of the annuity rates and any impending changes on rates as well. And on the next slide, last but not least, we have our new agent incentives. So any agents who produce 3 FIA apps, each worth about $100,000 each, and you can earn a total of $530 leads worth more than $600. Additionally, we revised our annuity and a MAP program, which is there in the middle, which gives you the chance to get up to $1,000 in a marketing allowance. So please register if you want to attend our annual expo, which all the details are there on the right side, in order to be eligible to receive a free hotel stay and travel as well. Additionally, if you want to write any Oxford Life annuities that involve income riders, please get in touch with us so that we can make sure that you're eligible to receive the extra 2% commission special that they're currently offering. Okay, and then I'm going to get it back over to Bill.
Okay, perfect, Ashley. And I'm also going to add, between just Ashley and Josh alone, they have a combined total annuity experience of over 50 years inside the home office and outside in the brokerage space. So again, please lean on them for help. Okay, even if you have a hard time spelling indexed annuity, pick up the phone and speak to them, okay? Because I know we have over 22,000 life agents out there, right? And again, some are rookies, some are veterans, but I can't encourage you enough. There's no silly word or question. Pick up the phone and they will help you every step of the way. It's very important. You know, we were known, as you know, we're going on 51 years. We just celebrated our 50th anniversary in 22. So we're going on 51 years now. And most of that time, we were always known as like a top life IMO in the country. And, you know, we were very, very proud of that. And about 7 years ago, we started our annuity department, right? And we came out strong. Everything was great. But if you just look at our track record over the last 3 to 4 years, right, just since 2020 alone, our production is up by 4 times in the last few years. And And what happened is agents thought, oh, Levinson is a life shop, and yeah, they have annuities, but they're not real serious about it. And I think what we prove, not only to our agents, but to ourselves, is we are a big player now, okay? And when we sent out our survey, right, 1 out of every 10 agents sold annuities with us. That changed to 4 out of every 10 agents in 2022. So we became this big player overnight, right? Now I know I sound like I'm tooting our own horn, but it's important for you to know. And the reason why, when you pick up the phone and speak to Josh or Ashley, our VPs, you need to know that you have the best options at your fingertips, and whatever they tell you, you can take to the bank and have confidence that when you bring this solution to your consumer, right, that you have the best of the best. And I think that's why it's an important point. Okay, so just kind of jot that down. And if there's any contracts that you want to discuss, or you're on some special bonus marketing program, whatever it is, I encourage you to pick up the phone, give us a call, let us know whatever it is, and I'm confident we'll match or beat whatever the program or platform is. I'm not worried one bit about that. So if you're heavy in the space, just let us know, and we'll dive in a little deeper for you. Okay, let's keep moving along. By the way, what I want to do is have our question of the day at the end when we wrap up, right before 4 p.m. Eastern. The question has to do with the slides that we're going over right now. Whoever answers first and correct will get their choice of the new Fire Tablet 10, the Apple AirPods, or I have an Amazon gift card. So you get to pick one of the three. Plus, I'll send you the new IUL prospecting book on us. And if you leave a review on our Facebook page or Google review page, I'll also send you the book complimentary. It's a great prospecting book to hand out to consumers, okay? Kind of tees up IUL sale, which obviously can also move over to indexed annuities or referrals. It's as far as you want to take it. Okay, let's keep moving along. So a turnkey annuity platform, okay, is important, right? So if you're focused on life, or you are focused on the annuity side, we have this annuity agency automator platform, and we have two versions, one for the life side, one for the annuity side. Basically, you can have a turnkey website with annuity marketing material, consumer brochures, everything is compliant, approved, and then we have a database built into the program that has literally millions and millions and millions of consumers all over the country. So if you want to dial in the search criteria for, South Florida, right? I want to focus on area code 33067, and I want to focus on consumers, turning 65 or 60 to 70, whatever it is. In this income range, the system will spit out names, numbers, emails, and addresses, and it's basically free. I mean, you get 5,000 prospects a month for $49. So it's a co-op discounted price. All of this is turnkey. Or if you just want the website, it's free. There's a $9.99 hosting charge, but it's free. So you got to run with this stuff. Okay, very, very important. Plus, there's a built-in CRM platform, marketing library for recruiting agents to your downline, and then again for prospecting. So really, really cool stuff. We also have lead generators built in, really neat technology that we borrowed from the life side, and that's where we learned, and then obviously tweaked it for the annuity side. So definitely take a look at that. So real fast, what I want to go over, and then I'm going to introduce Chris, and he'll take the wheel, is the next slide here is our core direct carriers. Okay, so just about 50 carriers, and then of course Ashley is on the bottom left side there. Josh Hoffman is on the bottom right corner. And then what I also wanted to mention, the Annuity Experience microsite. So we put this together just for annuity agents. It's everything that you need to know about annuities. We even have social media ads. We have email drips. We have campaigns that you can set up. They're basically pre-made, and then you can tweak them. And we even have marketing material we can co-brand just for you. Okay, so it's all built in to the Annuity Experience site, and we'll include that in the thank you email. And then, of course, on the left, that is our list of core companies. And if there's a carrier, by the way, that you love to sell and you want to use Levinson for that carrier and you don't see it listed, let us know. And of course, okay, if there's value there, right? And it shines better than any of our products that are listed, we're going to be the first to take out the contract, okay? Just let us know. That's all we ask. All right, let's jump into our feature presentation. We have Coach Chris joining us once again. And Chris, if you want to take it from here, that would be great.
Bill, thanks so much. I appreciate it. If I could share my screen here, if someone can shoot me that access, we can go ahead and get started.
Yep, we are doing, I think we are
Perfect.
good. Yep.
All right, everyone. Again, Bill, thanks so much for having me, everyone. And I'm always happy to be doing this for Levinson and Associates each quarter here. And this time around, I want to keep things simple. You know, it's a new year. Annuities are booming in sales. Annuities are booming in rates. Things are looking great. We need to get back to basics a little bit. So I want to talk about a few of the simple things we forget about with these products when we get kind of caught in some of the nice features and some of the multiple features that are out there, some of those proprietary indexes that are coming out. Every company seems to have a proprietary index now. Let's get back to basics a little bit with this presentation. We're going to kind of follow my same usual model here with the current market, the annuity market, some trends that are going on, and then products and ideas to drive your sales. Folks, let's jump into the current market real fast. I don't think I have to really beat this dead horse down too much. Things were not looking great in the market. We saw that. We saw 2022 was a pretty rough year. You see what the S&P 500 is showing there, the Dow Jones, the mid cap, the small cap, everything was down last year. And, you know, on the flip side, that's a huge driver for annuity sales. When clients see that they can't grow in the stock market, what do they see? They see that they can grow elsewhere. Where can they go that's going to keep their money safe and from dropping in the marketplace? Fixed annuities, whether index products or multi-year guarantees, that is what they're looking for, fixed annuities. And we're seeing that explode in numbers over in 2022. Folks, again, I don't think I need to beat this down. We saw interest rates increasing, which has a negative effect if you're trying to get a mortgage, if you're trying to finance that boat you've been looking to get. But if you are looking at annuities, rates are looking pretty impressive right now. Fed raised interest rates 0.5 point, highest level in 15 years. Just did another rate increase there in December. We might see that continue a bit this year. We're definitely not going to see any reductions is really what they're saying, but we're definitely going to see possibly some increases here in 2023, which could benefit those annuity rates for you. And if I had to say, I think if we have one challenge in the annuity space right now, well, I'm going to say two challenges that could come from regulation, but another challenge is that you have bonds and treasuries at really high rates right now too. So folks, I encourage you, whether you're a new agent on this call or if you're a seasoned veteran on this call, make sure you know what your bonds and treasuries are trading at. Go to bankrate.com and see what CDs are trading at a local bank. Sometimes you'll see Capital One offering an outstanding rate, and that's going to be a challenge for you as an insurance agent trying to sell an annuity. Make sure you know what's going on out there. With these rate increases, while great for annuities, it is raising those I bonds, it's raising those treasuries and things a bit as well. Now you can combat that conversation by talking about the tax deferral benefits and the benefits as far as beneficiaries with annuities. Those are going to be huge benefits for your clients. They should still absolutely look at annuities here. So the Fed is raising those interest rates. We're seeing a highest level in 15 years. And folks, again, I kind of mentioned this, we're not going to see any reductions here until 2024 is really what they're saying. So we should still see these annuity rates continue to increase. Now, as far as the annuity market goes, stocks are struggling. Annuity sales, are soaring. This has been an amazing banner year for many carriers out there. You can imagine so. Clients need a place to put their money. They are looking to annuities more than ever. In fact, I'm having younger clients looking at annuities who never considered those products before. Now, of course, make sure your clients know the pitfalls of doing that at a younger age. There are some pitfalls, but if they are saving for retirement, then it shouldn't be a problem. You're seeing more and more young people interested in getting these guaranteed locked in rates. Those annuity sales are soaring. Like I said, annuities had a record-breaking 2022, folks. If you look at these numbers, Bill kind of touched on this a little bit earlier. These annuity rates are just looking fantastic, and these sales numbers are huge. Look at those FIA sales in that middle paragraph, 21.4 billion, up 25%. I don't have numbers here on MYGAs, but truly the big driver of annuity sales right now has been multi-year guarantees. Multi-year guarantees are driving those annuity sales. Clients want that guarantee. Maybe they saw their 401k drop by 20%. Maybe they saw money just losing everywhere else that they had it in their different brokerage accounts, in their bank trade accounts, in their E-Trade accounts. They want something with guarantees, and they are getting that twofold with these multi-year guarantee products. Those are driving annuity sales, and honestly, I see those driving annuity sales and continuing to do so here in 2023. Folks, LIMRA expects U.S. individual annuity sales to keep growing. This came out at the end of December. We have an aging population. This country absolutely has an aging population. We have a population that's trying to retire, going into retirement. A lot of folks are seeing what the market is doing, what the jobs are looking like right now, what the economy is about to head into. We could be heading into a recession is all the talk right now. So folks, annuity sales should keep growing. It's a great time to get involved. If you haven't been, it's a great time to get more involved if you're not fully engaged yet. We fully see this year to be another huge year here in 2023. Folks, products and ideas to drive your sales. So let's jump into this a bit real quick. Some annuity news. As Bill said, I'm a third party. I want to talk about multiple carriers. I want to show you some of the best options available on the market that are available for you. Here are some nice things going on for you right now. Ocean View fixed index annuity rate increase effective 1/12/2023. Folks, I'm going to kind of read what's on here and then give you a little bullet point about each one of these things that you should definitely jot down. Because if you are appointed or maybe you're not appointed with one of these carriers, there are reasons why you should consider doing so. Ocean View FIA rate increase effective 1/12/2023. That's a really nice product, that FIA over at Ocean View. They have a 5, 7, and 10-year surrender period. Folks, you can write a 10-year fixed index annuity on an 85-year-old at Ocean View. You really can't do that at a lot of places. That helps you on the commission side. That creates some more options for you. They've added some new indexes, like with Credit Suisse over there on the Ocean View FIA. I know we have people from all across the country here. It is available in California as well, if you're calling in from California. So that's a really nice feature there with that Ocean View FIA. I know that's mostly considered a MYGA company. This FIA is pretty new, but they do have some excellent options, a nice clean product, and some brand new marketing materials as well over at Ocean View. Equitrust has a new LTC fixed indexed annuity called Bridge. Now, currently, it's available only in 19 states right now, but they are expecting it to go to more states. They're expecting at least 10 more to pick it up here in the first quarter of this year. This is an LTC fixed indexed annuity. You don't see that too often. The rates are outstanding on this, and it's promising clients that it can grow their accumulation value while still giving them guaranteed long-term care benefits. Some really nice features for an aging population that is definitely underinsured when it comes to long-term care. We did have a Sagicor Life rate increase that just went into effect here. So their 5-year rate's looking pretty good. Lincoln OptiBlend, that's been a very popular FIA. They have a 5, 7, and 10-year option there on the Lincoln OptiBlend. One nice thing about the Lincoln OptiBlend, they're an A+ rated company. It's a flexible premium product. People seem to forget that. That's a flexible premium product over at the Lincoln OptiBlend. So keep that in mind if you're looking for an A+ rated company with some outstanding rates. Aspida Life, now they're kind of a new face in the game. They have a rate increase happening on the 18th. Their MYGA is going to be super competitive. I believe 5.2% for 5 years with $100,000 or more. One nice thing that they're doing, though, they're going from 5% free withdrawals per year to 10% free withdrawals. So not only are you getting a really nice annuity, you're getting something with nice liquidity features as well. And I will tell you, the link And the e-app process for Aspida is really impressive. Very high end. It's a much more high-tech feature than you're going to see with a lot of annuity companies. Pretty cool what they're doing there over at Aspida Life. And then some of the bigger news, Atlantic Coast Life came out with a new 3-year multi-year guarantee. This just came out yesterday, folks. They had a big webinar about it. Maybe some of you jumped on that one. 5.53% for their 3-year MYGA. Now, they are saying that's an introductory rate. I absolutely expect it to be, but that is an outstanding rate for their 3-year multi-year guarantee product over at Atlantic Coast Life. I would absolutely jump on the opportunities there to work with your clients. Remember, that product comes with no liquidity at 5.53%, but you can add those features at a bit of a reduced rate. So folks, that's some annuity news for you. I kind of blast over those things pretty quickly. I get very excited about all the things that are happening. You can see this is all stuff happening within the week if it hasn't happened already. So annuities kind of work fast and furious. That's why you have resources like Ashley and Josh. Whenever you start to see things change in this industry, be sure to contact those folks because they can help you stay on top of any of your annuity news. Hot MYGA rates, we kind of just went over some MYGA rates there, but I like to just show something for you. 1 year all the way down to 6 years. You can see some of those very competitive rates that you have available there. I really like that 3-year 5% rate at Pacific Guardian Life, A- rated company. Pacific Guardian Life has no comp reduction on older ages. Just had a guy that I was talking to, 84 years old, looking for a 3-year annuity. Where do you think we're going to look at? Pacific Guardian Life. No comp reduction. Client still gets 5% for 3 years. What a fantastic, fantastic product there. Cool other little fact about Pacific Guardian Life. They have 10% free withdrawals available right away. And you can get an additional 10% free withdrawal at any time. A one-time additional 10% free withdrawal called a Life Events Rider built right into the Pacific Guardian product. That is a really, really nice feature, folks. Be sure to talk to Bill, Ashley, or Josh because there is limited state availability with that one, but it is pretty impressive if it is in your state. So those are some hot MYGA rates. If you have any questions, folks, do please ask in the chat feature or ask at the end of the call here. We'd be happy to help you out with those. So I said at the beginning of this call, I want to keep things kind of simple. We talked about some MYGA rates just now. That's about as simple as it gets. You're comparing those to CDs, bonds, treasuries, those types of things. But how about these fixed accounts? We're in a volatile market right now. I think that's pretty safe to say. We're in a very volatile market right now that's just dropping at the drop of a hat. Or right now, you can see year to date, it's looking pretty good, the stock market. But is that going to stick around? Is it going to drop with new employment news or with more inflation news or a bad CPI indicator? What's going to happen with the stock market? We're not sure. And it's been volatile now for a couple of years. So let's say one thing I'm really talking to folks about is index annuities with a strong fixed account. Now, this might seem backwards because, again, multi-year guarantees are all the rage right now. People want that guaranteed rate, and that's outstanding. Those rates are very good for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. But as we all know on this call, your comp is reduced by quite a bit. The commission is going to be in those index products. That's really what you want to look at. So a lot of clients want that nice upside. They can do that with a fixed account, okay? So fixed accounts, really, I know you guys might be rolling your eyes a little bit, like, is that what we really need to be looking at here? But look at some of these fixed accounts that you can guarantee your client for the first year. And the reason I'm bringing these up is because a lot of folks seem to think that 2023 is going to be a dead year in the stock market. We could be heading towards a recession in 2023. That's not the general consensus, but a lot of people are saying that. I think many of you can agree. So if the market's not going to grow, why put a client in an index? You're just not going to see any growth. These fixed accounts are outstanding. They're almost like multi-year guarantees. Look at that Ocean View fixed account at 6.15%. You take your clients $100,000, you're guaranteeing them 6.15% in the first year. Then when we get past 2023, change the allocation at the anniversary date to an index, and let's see how it does in that index moving forward. And some of these companies have outstanding indexes to take advantage of big growth years. And we all know that after a recession, you see big growth years take place. That's where an indexed annuity could really be a nice place to put your clients. So again, folks, you might be looking at MYGAs right away. You might be looking at 2-year, 3-year, 5-year products. We know there's no commission in those. Look at these products. Consider using that fixed account, because as you can see across many different carriers, you have some really nice fixed accounts to guarantee your clients an excellent first year of growth in these FIA products. I also want to talk about the return of S&P 500 indexes. Folks, again, I said I'm keeping it simple. We're not looking or talking about proprietary indexes here. We're talking about the return of S&P 500 index. You know, a lot of folks are looking at these proprietary indexes and they can be a bit confusing. I mean, how many components are in some of these proprietary indexes? It seems like every company has a proprietary index, or a new one comes out each week. Some companies might have 6 or 7 of their own proprietary indexes, and one index has 11 different components, and one of those components uses 3 different drivers to make that one part of the component work. It can be a long explanation. And then if that index does not grow, that's an even longer conversation to have with your client on an annual review, right? So that's where the return of S&P 500 indexes is really nice. A client can understand that. A client knows, hey, what's the S&P 500 doing? Let me just go to cnbc.com or check on my iPhone. I can see what the S&P 500 is doing. I can have a good general understanding of what it's doing and how it's performing. And that's why I'm excited to see some of these caps coming back, looking impressive. Even some of the par rates are looking really good with the S&P 500 indexes. Easy to understand, easy conversation to have with your clients. So you can roll your client into a fixed account in the first year, and then when you have to change up that allocation in year 2, consider one of these S&P 500 index caps. Look at what these look like now. I remember when these were at 4%. I mean, somewhere at 4%. If you had an income product, last time I did this with Bill and Ashley and Josh, I talked only about income products. Some of those income products only had 2% caps on their S&P 500 index. Look at these now. You have 15% available, 13 right there. American Equity at 12%, Equitrust at 10.5%. I like to look at indexes or companies, I like to look at companies that not only have a strong cap, have a good fixed account, but also some excellent proprietary indexes to choose from down the road as well. I'm not bashing proprietary indexes. I love a lot of them. I'm just saying right now you have some good opportunities with just straight S&P 500 indexes. So be sure to look at those again. I feel like those have been ignored over the past 5 or 6 years or so. Popular product alert. You know, I've been talking about comp for you agents because I know how hard it is. I know it's hard to drive 2 hours to see a client and take an application, and then you turn in that application, and then you have to do a suitability review, and that suitability review came back, so you have to drive 2 hours again to go see the client to get something re-signed and have that conversation again. Absolutely difficult. And it's really difficult when you're talking about 1% commission on some of these 3-year products, right? So popular product alert, I want everyone to be aware of this. Consider a MYGA alternative like the Equitrust Choice 4. You have your index products, you have your MYGAs. This is more of a fixed annuity, the Equitrust Choice 4. 5.5% first year rate guaranteed for your client. And then it's got a 4% current rate, which doesn't mean guaranteed. It's a current rate. It could go up or down. But if you look down at the bottom here, minimum interest rate of 2.8%. 2.8%. It can never go below that. That's a pretty excellent minimum interest rate. But it could also go up while your client has it. In fact, Equitrust has marketing pieces that shows 90% of the time the rate either stays the same or goes up. And that's over a long time. So if you're looking for that marketing piece, be sure to ask the folks at Levinson because they can provide that for you. This is a 6-year product. It's liquid. It has 10% free withdrawals after 1 year. And folks, again, it's an excellent MYGA alternative with FIA-like commissions to it as well. Very, very impressive. An excellent conversation to have. Clients will love getting that 5.5% guaranteed in the first year as well. And we could see some rate increases coming with this product as well. But just an excellent, excellent MIGA alternative. A few products like this exist too. So be sure to take a look at that free annuity rate watch account you're getting from Levinson, or give those folks a call. Finally, I want to wrap this up here on my section with some annuity incentives. There's a lot of incentives out there right now. These are some of them for the new year. These are all updated for the new year. North American, for example, an A+ rated carrier. They have some outstanding full suite of products from SPIA to FIAs. They are back in the income game, by the way, folks. I was running some quotes earlier on $1 million on a 58-year-old for immediate income. Their product was at the top. Their products at the top for immediate income, the benefit solutions. So if you're looking for an immediate income product, North American is back in the ball game. And take a look at this. You can earn an additional 50 basis points with $2 million of production over at North American. Not that big of a number, I'll just tell you right now, $2 million. This year we're seeing agents who couldn't spell annuity do $2 million. Or you can get up to 1.5% additional compensation if you do more business there. All these have flyers, all these incentives that I'm talking about now that Levinson can definitely provide for you. Nassau Life has a really cool program as well. And here's what's neat about it for 2023. Nassau requires just $1.75 million to qualify for their elite agent program. And this year, MIGA sales qualify for you as well. And you can see some details here. FIA sales are 1-to-1, MIGA sales are 3-to-1, and look at that additional compensation that you can earn on those sales with Nassau once you hit just $1.75 million. Nassau has some great products too. They got some excellent MIGAs, a very easy consumer agent-friendly website for you as well. They have some of the best income products on the market. So if you have those clients needing income between now and 10 years from now, an excellent company right there for those income products. Excellent for MIGAs. They even have a good growth FIA as well. And then finally, Clear Spring Life, folks. If you remember Guggenheim Life, they've changed their name over to Clear Spring Life. They're now A- rated. They have some excellent, they actually have a 3-year at 5% MIGA right now as well, if you have $100,000 or more over at Clear Spring Life. But they also have a really nice index product. And look at that. You can earn an additional 1% commission on anything above $300,000 in 2023. So just some really nice incentives. That's just 3 small examples. You can absolutely ask for more information on. But again, we expect 2023 to be an absolutely massive year for the reasons that I've given. You have folks an aging population. You have a lot of folks retiring in 2023, those baby boomers looking for guaranteed income or a guaranteed place to put their money. You can be there to help them with these annuity products. Absolutely, we expect 2023 to do great things. And Bill, with that, that's all I have, unless you have any questions for me that I could help answer.
Oh, that was great. We got a bunch of questions that came in. Actually, we have a record number of attendees as well, which is awesome to see. What we're going to do is we'll get back to every single person that typed in with your question and follow-up call, of course, and then we can always circle back with Chris if we need to as well. So there's no problem there, but that was spot on. What I want to do now is shift gears for a second, because now you know enough to be dangerous, right? You know some of the hot products and rates to talk about. You need the marketing platform to get the word out, right? You need the conversation pieces, the stories to tell, right? We know how that works. So what I want to do now is show you different options, things that you can leverage as soon as this afternoon. Very, very important. What I also want to mention too, Chris mentioned some of the carrier incentives. And I know Ashley spoke about this earlier, but remember this, we have a program right now, actually 2 different programs. One is write 3 indexed annuities, minimum $100,000 each, you get free batch of leads in January. Okay? Not hard to do. Number two, if you write minimum, and it can be combined life and annuity premium, doesn't make a difference. Minimum of 25,000, right? Free room, beachfront location, and then 50,000 round trip airfare from anywhere in the country, plus a free room for the April 21st Levinson Expo. Okay, and by the way, part of the expo is focused on annuities only. Okay, plus Josh and Ashley will be there as well for any questions, training, etc. So definitely, and by the way, even if you've never written an annuity or a life app with Levinson at all, it's free for you. A day full of life annuity sales ideas at the Levinson Expo. Okay, plus breakfast, lunch, snacks in between, 100% complimentary. So make sure you RSVP. Okay, what I want to do now, let's move to the next slide here. It's the Annuity Experience microsite. So this is kind of like your home base. By the way, this is also available through the Levinson mobile app, which is a free download. But everything that you need to know as far as licensing requirements, E&O, if you're interested in the co-op lead programs, if you want to use the scholarship program, which is free, comes free with your clients with certain carriers and products, okay, only through Levinson. Everything is at your fingertips. If you want a list of annuity door openers, icebreakers, we have an entire A to Z list through the microsite in front of you. Okay, so again, we're going to include this in the thank you email, plus, of course, real-time case status. If you want to find out agent number, E&O coverage expires when, if you have a downline writing annuities, again, everything through the experience here in front of you. Okay, let's keep moving along here. What I want to do next is talk about the number one asked agent question, lead programs. Okay, commissions and lead programs are 1 and 2 every single year. So what we did, right, is we negotiated with 2 of our top vendors, and we said, okay, if we offer your program out to all 22,000 agents, what is the best price, best discount you can offer us? So we negotiated for you. This is about 10 to 20% off retail pricing. We have 2 different vendors, okay, starting at $530 for 1,000 mailers. That's including postage, everything, okay, with your return address. So that is awesome. And there's a postage increase coming up around the corner. So it's kind of like a little fire sale until the 20th. So I would jump in now. The discount will still be available, but obviously there will be a slight increase. But we have 2 different vendors, 2 different annuity mailer lead programs. Definitely check those out. I would, if you focus on face-to-face, obviously you want to focus on your county or zip codes. Totally up to you, or you can use the entire state. And obviously, with certain lead programs that we have, if you're open to using the entire state, the price per lead goes way down. And obviously, the tighter the radius, the price goes a little higher. So another big one is our social media leads. And the reason why I like this for life and annuity is because you're going to see what their occupation is. You're going to know if there's a 401k in place. These are great strategies to opening the life annuity door, right? Because you're going to have all the basics in front of you. Social media leads are a no-brainer. They work awesome. We're seeing some large life and annuity sales from those lead programs through Facebook, social media. Or if you want to run your own Facebook ads on life or annuity, right? We have a coach that will literally sit down with you for 30 minutes and they'll record it and they'll show you how to create and post your own Facebook video, right? And then you can go back for reference. So you can use it anytime, but I highly encourage that. Social media for life or annuity doesn't make a difference. That is where you're going to get most of your prospects and leads in 23 because 90% of the population is on social media, period. That's a fact. So you need to know enough to be dangerous when it comes to LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram even. Okay, I'm telling you that's where it's at. We get most of our agents from Facebook. Okay, so I know it works. And then what I would do is all of these consumers and prospects, put them into your Ringy bucket. We have the Ringy CRM tool. Okay, Levinson agents pay $69.95 per month for the first 6 months or a 2-week free trial. But think about this, you're putting all of your prospects and leads and existing clients in a bucket. And what this is going to do is keep your name in front of them every week, every month through email, phone call, and text. So when the need comes up for long-term care, annuities, IUL, term insurance, whatever, they remember you, Billy Levinson, the guru, right? So this is how you need to react in 23 and be proactive. Okay, I'm telling you right now, if you want to grow your business in 23, you must use a CRM tool effectively and be active on social media. Period. And I'm on record saying it right here. Okay, let's keep moving forward. So now you say, fine, Bill, I got the word out, right? I have clients, consumers, family members, neighbors on the phone, right? I'm talking to them. I need stories. I need icebreakers. So we have a list of annuity icebreakers, things to talk about, sales strategies. We'll include this in the thank you email. This is also on the microsite. On the left side, you talk about an annuity strategy, a door opener, right? Check out the top left paragraph. Many Americans have 401k plans from previous employment relationships. They have no idea they even exist. This has resulted in billions of unclaimed 401k funds across the U.S. How many prospects or clients do you know that have recently lost or changed jobs? And you said, well, I know a few, but I want to know more, right? I want to get out there and tell my story. You can literally go do a Google search, okay, and find there's different programs, there's different providers that will provide you with this information, okay? It's huge. Then you bring up, oh, by the way, you do have a 401k plan, and we can roll this over into an annuity. Great icebreaker, great door opener. And then take that conversation and speak to your CPA firm. Start there, whoever you use for accounting, okay? And then you can open it up and speak to different firms about working with their clients. I mean, this is huge. And then we have the Mary Reed strategy. That's another big one. So the list goes on and on. I mean, these are just a few ideas, but it's time to get scrappy. And with all of the online resources, all of the marketing material that we offer, it's endless, right? It's just how far do you want to take it? We also have a bunch of podcasts. I had, in fact, 3 of our top MDRT agents that work on both the life and annuity side. I sat down with them for an hour, like an interview. I pretended like I was a new agent out there in the field, and I wanted to fire away with questions. You should listen to those when you get a chance, okay? But the Bill Levinson Experience podcast on all of the podcast channels or YouTube, whatever you're comfortable with, but you got to check those out. And if we fast forward to episode 43, this was our latest. And what we did here was me, Carrie, and our team spoke for 80 minutes straight about what was hot, what was not in 2022. If we can go to the next slide real fast. Basically, everything in a nutshell about 22 and then what you need to be successful moving into the new year. If you haven't listened to this podcast or YouTube video, check it out when you can. Also, I sat down with Coach Chris, several times on a podcast training, right? Those episodes are out there for you. It's free. These are 1-hour interviews where you can learn and move the needle for 23, okay? Especially when it comes to the annuity conversation. This is an awesome way to supplement your income. Or we have many agents that run with the annuity side first. They're making 500, 600, 700,000 in annuity commissions every year. Okay, some in millions, and then they're using life as the supplement. So anyway, you have to learn, pivot, right, and make some minor changes. And it starts with you, and it's like that first step forward is putting the action step, the action plan together and making it happen, okay, because the opportunity's there, and it's never been greater as far as annuities and rates are concerned. Okay, let's wrap up with our second to last slide here, future trainings, which is what you're on right now. So if you're interested in the annuity version of Agency Automator, every single Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we have Kevin, our programmer. He hosts these calls with you and your assistant or your admin or spouse, whoever helps you with social media and your website and CRM. And he will literally walk you through getting you set up, everything from A to Z. Okay? And then just below that, we're launching the latest IUL product on the 17th. That's going to be a big deal. Okay, IUL is another big hot topic for 23. And then on the bottom there, so we were talking about social media, having a web presence. We were also talking about you building out your own Facebook ad to generate leads, right? This way you're the lead creator, okay? So Ken, right, he's our host on the 19th. He's going to touch on all three of those things. He can even, if you talk about, hey, I don't have time to run all my social media ads, Ken will do it for you. We have co-op pricing on this. In fact, the pricing is unbelievable. He can maintain your website and all of your social media pages, okay, where you just set up an interview call with him. I think it's like $130 a month for everything, including your website. So there's so many options, and we have everything literally on a tray for you. But you got to tune in, and you got to listen and learn and write down some notes. That one's on the 19th. Anyway, between these two items, you're in a great place for 2023. You just, again, have to put in the action plan and make it happen. Set deadline dates, okay? If you don't set the date, never happens. That's how I look at it. Okay, last slide in our question of the day. Whoever answers first and correctly wins your choice: Amazon gift card, Apple AirPods, Fire 10 tablet. You get to decide this time. All right, my Positive Tuesday quote: how many successful people do you know that give you a list of excuses instead of a plan? The answer is none. Why? Because all successful people are going to sit down with you and they're going to lay out a foundation, a game plan for you to succeed, to win. Excuses, okay? We all know that. Evaluate your circle. Surround yourself with people that are going to lift you up, not down. It's a new year, okay? Lay the groundwork, lay the foundation, and make sure you're successful. I don't care what side of the fence it's on. It's time to put your foot on the gas and make it happen. No more excuses, folks. This is it, okay? And just by me seeing a record number of attendees on this annuity webinar, okay, it shows us, my team, that we're doing the right thing and helping our agents. And thank you all for taking the time, right, to sit here with us for an hour. Okay, question of the day. Make sure your little fingers are on the keyboard. You're ready to rock and roll. The question is, I mentioned our annuity incentive, write 3 for free, okay? Write 3 for free. Tell me the minimum annuity premium or deposit is required to get a free batch of annuity leads. Okay, the minimum amount of premium with those 3 annuity apps that it takes to qualify to win a free batch of leads. What's that magic number? You tell me, you win. Annalise is looking over the answers right now to see who was first and who won our question of the day. Annalise?
All right, the winner is John N. N as in no.
John N. The answer was $300,000 minimum premium, and you win a free batch of annuity leads. With that said, keep your eyes peeled for our thank you email that will be in your inbox before we leave tonight. All questions will be answered as soon as we hang up here, and we will get back to each and every one of you. Thank you again for taking the time. Let's have a great, great new year. And if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out, email, phone, whatever you prefer. Let's have a great Thursday, great rest of the week, good selling, and thanks again, everyone.